Welcome to frankly, what I can only describe as a complete and utter shit show. We're about to delve into the wild, wacky, and often deeply questionable world of the Ballon d'Or. And let's be honest, saying it's been a wild ride is like saying pigeons might be mildly interested in a statue covered in breadcrumbs. Over the next however long it takes me to unpack this nonsense, we're going to relive the most hilarious, controversial, and downright bizarre moments from this century's award ceremonies. We're talking snubs that could level entire cities, triumphs that were about as convincing as a politician promising lower taxes, and enough drama to make a Real Housewives reunion look like a Quaker meeting. Get ready for some comedic reenactments, because how else are we supposed to adequately express the sheer absurdity of some of these decisions? And of course my own brand of witty commentary on the most talked about incidents. Buckle up, because this is going to be a bumpy, incredibly subjective, and likely libelous ride. The year 2000. E2K had failed to destroy us all, which, honestly looking back, might have saved us all some trouble. But hey, at least we had the dawn of a new millennium, a fresh start, and the Ballon d'Or award going to Luis Figo. Now don't get me wrong, Figo was a phenomenal player, but this was the year he'd pulled off that transfer from Barcelona to Real Madrid. You know, the one that cemented his status as a modern-day Judas in the eyes of every Barcelona fan. And the kicker? He won the award largely based on his performance with, wait for it, Barcelona. The very team he'd just betrayed. It was the kind of move that makes you question everything you thought you knew about football, loyalty, and the mental stability of anyone willing to cross that particular divide. It's like giving an arsonist the Fireman of the Year award because they were really good at putting out fires, you know, before they started setting them. 2001. Brittany and Justin were rocking matching denim outfits. The first iPod was released, and Michael Owen, the fresh-faced kid from England, snagged the Ballon d'Or. Now I'm not saying Owen didn't have a fantastic year, because he absolutely did. He was a goal-scoring machine, single-handedly dismantling defenses with the grace of a gazelle and the ruthlessness of, well, someone who really wanted to win a football match. What makes this year interesting, though, is that it sparked the age-old debate. Does winning the Champions League automatically make you the best player in the world? Owen won it that year with Liverpool, a feat so impressive they made a movie about it that involved a lot of singing. But was he truly the most outstanding individual talent? The jury's still out on that one, but hey, at least he had that trophy to silence the doubters. For a while anyway. 2002. The year Brazil reminded everyone why they're the spiritual home of football, and Ronaldo, sporting a haircut that can only be described as partially shaved, partially questionable, claimed his second Ballon d'Or. Now this wasn't just any victory for Ronaldo, this was a comeback story for the ages. After that whole debacle in the 1998 World Cup final, which, if we're being honest, looked a lot like what happens when you try to run a marathon after eating a bad prawn, Ronaldo had something to prove, and prove it he did, dragging Brazil to World Cup glory with 8 goals, a performance so dominant it made opposing defenders consider taking up knitting instead. It was the kind of redemption arc even Hollywood would deem a tad unrealistic, but hey, this is Ronaldo we're talking about, a man who defies logic, expectations, and apparently, good hair advice. Chapter 4. 2003. Nedvěd the Checkmate, 2003. The year Apple launched iTunes, 50 Cent released in Day Club, and Pavel Nedvěd, the Czech midfield maestro, waltzed away with the Ballon d'Or. Now, Nedvěd was a phenomenal player, a tireless engine in midfield who could pass, tackle, and, if you looked at him funny, probably dismantle your entire kitchen and rebuild it better. But his win was a bit like finding a quinoa salad at a barbecue. Technically impressive, but not exactly what everyone was expecting. See, 2003 was also the year of a certain Thierry Henry, who was busy turning defenses into his own personal playground. Did Nedvěd deserve the award? Absolutely. Was Henry probably robbed? Potentially. But hey, that's the Ballon d'Or for you, always keeping us on our toes, questioning our sanity, and occasionally forcing us to Google the spelling of Czech names. Chapter 5. 2004. Shevchenko, the Ukrainian Dynamo, 2004. Facebook made its debut. Athens hosted the Olympics, and Andrei Shevchenko, the Ukrainian goal-scoring machine, added the Ballon d'Or to his trophy cabinet. Shevchenko was, in his prime, an absolute force of nature. He could score from literally anywhere. Inside the box, outside the box, from the parking lot, probably even from the concession stand if you gave him a good enough angle. His win felt inevitable, like finding out the sky is blue or that politicians will find a way to disappoint you. It was a year where individual brilliance truly shone, and Shevchenko, with his lethal finishing and ice-cold demeanor, was the undisputed king of the hill, or should I say the king of the pitch. Chapter 6. 2005. Ronaldinho, the smiling assassin. 2005. YouTube graced the internet with its presence. Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans, and Ronaldinho, the Brazilian magician with a smile that could melt glaciers, danced his way to the Ballon d'Or. This wasn't just a win, it was a coronation. Ronaldinho wasn't just playing football, he was reinventing it, turning the sport into a carnival of tricks, flicks, and goals that seemed to defy the laws of physics. He was joy personified on the pitch, and watching him play was like witnessing a masterclass in the art of having fun, while simultaneously making your opponents question their life choices. Honestly, if you could bottle up Ronaldinho's 2005 season and sell it, you'd probably solve the global energy crisis. It was pure, unadulterated footballing joy. And for that, we salute you, Ronnie. Chapter 7, 2006, Cannavaro, the unexpected hero, 2006, Twitter burst onto the scene, Pluto got demoted to a dwarf planet and Fabio Cannavaro, the Italian defensive wall, defied all odds to claim the Ballon d'Or. Now, Cannavaro's win was like finding pineapple on pizza, incredibly divisive. See, defenders rarely win this award, it's like the cool kids table in the school cafeteria and they usually only let the flashy goal scorers and midfield maestros sit there. But Cannavaro, with his impeccable timing, his leadership that could make a drill sergeant weep, and his ability to head a football further than most people can throw it, bucked the trend. He led Italy to World Cup glory, proving that sometimes defense really does win championships, and that even the most improbable of players can reach the pinnacle of individual recognition. Plus, it was nice to see a defender get some love for once, even if it did cause a few eyebrows to be raised in the process. Chapter 8, 2007, Kaká, the Brazilian Maestro, 2007. The iPhone made its debut, the final Harry Potter book was released, and Kaká, the elegant Brazilian playmaker, glided his way to the Ballon d'Or. Kaká was like the love child of a gazelle and a conductor, graceful, precise, and capable of orchestrating attacks with the wave of his magical right foot. He was the heartbeat of that AC Milan side, a team so good it made you want to weep tears of joy and frustration in equal measure. His win felt like a breath of fresh air, a reminder that amidst the cynicism and the drama, football can still be a beautiful, breathtaking spectacle. Plus, he seemed like a genuinely nice guy, which, let's be honest, is a rarity in the cutthroat world of professional football. Chapter 9, 2008, Ronaldo, the Manchester United years, 2008. The global financial crisis hit, Barack Obama became the first black president of the United States, and Cristiano Ronaldo, with eyebrows perfectly sculpted to rival Michelangelo's David, claimed his first Ballon d'Or. Now, this was Ronaldo at his swaggering, step-overing, free-kick-blasting best. He was unplayable that season for Manchester United, scoring goals for fun, terrorizing defenders, and generally making everyone else on the pitch look like they'd wandered in from a children's kickabout. His win was as inevitable as the tide coming in, as certain as death and taxes. He was the best player in the world and he knew it, and honestly, who were we to argue with him? Chapter 10, 2009. The world went crazy for Lady Gaga's poker face, swine flu dominated the headlines, and Lionel Messi, the diminutive Argentine genius, picked up his first Ballon d'Or. Little did we know, this was just the beginning of a reign of terror. Messi's 2009 was like watching a video game character come to life. He was simply unstoppable, dribbling past defenders like they were traffic cones, scoring goals with the nonchalance of someone ordering a latte. It was the year the world truly sat up and took notice of this quiet kid from Rosario, the year a legend was born. And honestly, it's been a privilege to watch him weave his magic ever since. Chapter 11, 2010. The iPad hit the shelves, the Chilean miners were rescued after 69 days trapped underground, and Lionel Messi, because apparently sharing is caring but not when it comes to the Ballon d'Or, won it again. Now this one sparked a bit of controversy. See, 2010 was a World Cup year, and Spain, not Argentina, lifted the trophy. Some argued that Andrés Iniesta, the man who scored the winning goal in the final, deserved the award. But Messi, with his usual brand of otherworldly brilliance, had still been pretty damn good. So the debate raged on World Cup winner or individual brilliance. In the end, individual brilliance won out, as it so often does in this award. Chapter 12, 2011. The world mourned the death of Steve Jobs, the Arab Spring continued to shake up the Middle East, and Lionel Messi, because apparently 3 Ballon d'Ors just wasn't enough, made it a hat trick. At this point, it was getting a bit ridiculous. It was like watching Usain Bolt win the 100-meter dash. You knew it was coming, but it was still awe-inspiring to witness. Messi was operating on a different level to everyone else, like he was playing a different sport entirely. He was breaking records for fun, scoring goals with a frequency that made you question if he was even human. The only surprise at this point was if he didn't win. Chapter 13, 2012, Messi again, because why the hell not, 2012. The world braced for the Mayan apocalypse that never was. Psy's Gangnam Style took the internet by storm, and Lionel Messi, because apparently 4 Ballon d'Ors is the magic number, made history. He became the first player ever to win the award 4 times, cementing his status as a living legend. At this point, we were running out of superlatives to describe him. He was like a walking, talking, goal-scoring unicorn, mythical, magical, and slightly terrifying in his brilliance. The only question now was, could anyone ever stop this diminutive Argentine genius from winning it again? Chapter 14, 2013, Ronaldo, The Return of the King, 2013. The world said goodbye to Nelson Mandela, the Harlem Shake took over the internet, and Cristiano Ronaldo, after watching Messi dominate the award for 4 straight years, decided it was time to remind everyone who the other best player in the world was. He put in a superhuman effort that year, scoring goals for fun, carrying Real Madrid on his very chiseled shoulders, and generally reminding everyone that he wasn't going to let Messi have all the fun. It was a victory for hard work, dedication, and perhaps a healthy dose of ego. The rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo was officially back on, and the footballing world rejoiced. Chapter 15, 2014, Ronaldo again, the duel continues 2014. The Ice Bucket Challenge soaked the internet, the Ebola outbreak ravaged West Africa, and Cristiano Ronaldo, because winning it once just wasn't enough, made it back-to-back Ballon d'Ors. He was simply unstoppable that year, breaking records, scoring goals for fun, and generally making it look like he was playing against a bunch of enthusiastic but ultimately outmatched schoolchildren. The rivalry with Messi was reaching fever pitch, with both players pushing each other to new heights of brilliance. It was a golden age for football, and we were all just along for the ride. Chapter 16, 2015, Messi, The Fifth Element, 2015. The world watched in horror as terrorists attacked Paris, Adele's Hello dominated the airwaves, and Lionel Messi, because apparently he'd heard we were getting a little too comfortable with Ronaldo winning, decided to claim his 5th Ballon d'Or. He put in another season of extraterrestrial brilliance, leading Barcelona to a historic treble, and reminding everyone that he was still the undisputed king of the footballing world. It was a victory for pure, unadulterated talent, for the kind of genius that comes along once in a generation. Messi had done it again, and the world stood in awe. Chapter 17, 2016, Ronaldo International Glory, 2016. The world reeled from the shock of Brexit and the election of Donald Trump. Pokemon Go took over our smartphones, and Cristiano Ronaldo, fresh off winning the European Championship with Portugal, added another Ballon d'Or to his collection. It was a year of triumph for Ronaldo, both individually and collectively. He finally achieved international glory with Portugal, silencing the doubters who claimed he couldn't win on the biggest stage. The rivalry with Messi continued to burn bright, with both players seemingly determined to outdo each other year after year. It was a privilege to witness this era of footballing greatness. Chapter 18, 2017, Ronaldo, A Familiar Feeling, 2017. The world watched in fascination as fidget spinners took over playgrounds, Despacito became the most viewed YouTube video of all time, and Cristiano Ronaldo, because apparently winning is addictive, claimed his 5th Ballon d'Or, drawing level with Messi. He continued to defy logic and expectations, scoring goals with ridiculous ease, leading Real Madrid to another Champions League title and generally making everyone else on the pitch look like they were stuck in quicksand. The rivalry with Messi was as intense as ever, with both players operating at a level that seemed almost superhuman. It was a golden age for football, and we were all just lucky to be alive to witness it. Chapter 19, 2018, Modrić, the Croatian Maestro, breaks the cycle, 2018. The world mourned the loss of Stephen Hawking and Aretha Franklin. The In My Feelings challenge took over the internet, and Luka Modrić, the Croatian midfield maestro, broke the Messi-Ronaldo duopoly to claim the Ballon d'Or. It was a surprise win, to say the least. After a decade of dominance by Messi and Ronaldo, many had begun to believe that no one else could even get close to their level. But Modrić, with his exceptional passing range, his tireless work ethic, and his ability to control the tempo of a game like a seasoned orchestra conductor, proved that anything is possible. He led Croatia to the World Cup final, a remarkable achievement for a nation of their size, and cemented his place in footballing history. It was a victory for the underdogs, for the players who don't always grab the headlines, but are nonetheless essential to their team's success. Chapter 20, 2019, Messi, The Sixth Sense, 2019. The world grappled with the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic. Old Town Road became a global phenomenon, and Lionel Messi, because apparently he'd grown tired of sharing the spotlight, claimed his 6th Ballon d'Or, becoming the first player ever to achieve this feat. He continued to defy Father Time, producing moments of magic on a weekly basis, scoring goals for fun, and generally making everyone else on the pitch look like they were playing a different sport entirely. The debate over the greatest of all time raged on, but one thing was for sure, Messi had earned his place among the pantheon of footballing legends. Chapter 21, 2020, Lewandowski, The Goal Machine Denied, 2020. The world was turned upside down by the COVID-19 pandemic. TikTok became the most downloaded app, and Robert Lewandowski, the Polish goal-scoring machine, was cruelly denied the Ballon d'Or as France Football, in their infinite wisdom, decided to cancel the award due to the pandemic. Now let's be honest, this was a load of bollocks. Lewandowski was in the form of his life, scoring goals at a rate that would make even Messi and Ronaldo blush. He'd won everything there was to win with Bayern Munich, and he was the clear frontrunner for the award. But alas, it was not to be. The powers that be decided that it wouldn't be fair to hand out the award in a year disrupted by the pandemic, which, let's be honest, is like saying you can't have your birthday cake because it's raining outside. It was a travesty of justice, and poor Lewandowski was left to rue what could have been. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more legendary, Lionel Messi ascends to a realm few could have ever imagined, his 7th Ballon d'Or. This wasn't just another accolade, it was a testament to years of unparalleled skill, relentless dedication, and an unwavering love for the game. In a career that has seen countless records shattered and moments of pure magic, this 7th Ballon d'Or stands as a beacon of excellence, a reminder that greatness isn't just about talent, but also about heart and perseverance. For fans around the world, Messi's journey has been nothing short of a fairy tale, one where the hero keeps redefining what it means to be the best. And as we revel in this historic achievement, we can't help but wonder, what more magic does Messi have in store for us? Until then, we celebrate this moment, this 7th heaven, knowing that we are witnessing the extraordinary. In the wake of Lewandowski's triumph, another maestro was orchestrating his own symphony on the pitch, Karim Benzema. The French forward, known for his deft touch, intelligent movement, and clinical finishing, has become a beacon of consistency and class. From his early days at Lyon to his illustrious career at Real Madrid, Benzema has evolved into one of the game's most complete strikers. His understanding of the game, coupled with his ability to deliver in crucial moments, sets him apart as a true maestro. In a season where he led his team with both goals and assists, Benzema's influence was undeniable. Despite often being overshadowed by other stars, his brilliance has shone through, earning him recognition and respect from fans and peers alike. This isn't just about the stats, it's about the artistry behind every play, the vision that sees the impossible, and the grace that defines his game. As we honor Karim Benzema, we celebrate a player whose elegance and intelligence have left an indelible mark on football. Here's to Karim Benzema, the French maestro whose legacy will inspire future generations. In 2023, Lionel Messi once again proved his unparalleled talent by winning the Ballon d'Or. This victory solidified his legacy as one of the greatest footballers of all time. With his exceptional skills and dedication, Messi continues to inspire millions around the world. The Golden Ball, a comedy of errors? So, there you have it. A hilarious, controversial, and utterly subjective journey through the Ballon d'Or winners of the 21st century. We've seen incredible triumphs, shocking snubs, and enough drama to make a telenovela blush. We've debated the merits of individual brilliance versus team success, argued over the definition of best, and questioned the sanity of the people who vote for this thing in the first place. But through it all, one thing remains clear. The Ballon d'Or, for all its flaws and controversies, is still the most prestigious individual award in football. It's a symbol of excellence, of dedication, and of the sheer, unadulterated joy that this beautiful game can bring. So thanks for joining me on this ridiculous ride. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, especially if they're passionate about football, enjoy a good argument, or just need a good laugh. Until next time, keep your feet on the ground, your head out of the clouds, and remember, it's just a game. Unless it's the Ballon d'Or, in which case it's a matter of life or death. Or at least it is if you're Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi.